Alright guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I'm Adam, back in the car. I am absolutely soaked. I'm soaked through. My jumper's wet, my jeans are wet, my legs are wet, my dick's wet. Everything's wet right now. And not for good reasons. It's because it's pissing down. And to make matters worse, Manchester United have lost today too. Really disappointed with that performance. Really disappointed with that result. Really disappointed with everything about that. That was just not good enough today. Not good enough at all. And it's a little bit of a reality check when you take into consideration the way the season has gone. Before this week, before the international break, everything was positive. Everything was, looking forward. Everyone was happy. And after this week, it has just taken a big nosedive. And I don't think it's all bad. I don't think, it's all over for Manchester United or nothing like that. But we need to shake things up. This is where Jose Mourinho earns his money now. And he needs to come through and show us just who's boss. And make sure that we turn this around, because this run isn't good enough at the moment. And it needs to be a lot better than what we're seeing at this moment in time. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with the manner of the defeat today. It just wasn't good enough. And even at 2-0 down at half-time, when we come out, we didn't look like we actually thought we were going to bang these guys. We didn't look like we thought we could get back into the game. And for me, that was really disappointing that happened today. Overall, the performance wasn't great. Defensively, very sloppy. And ultimately, oh man, I'm so gutted, guys. I'm so gutted. I'm just going to tweet out this link, so just bear with me one moment, guys. Keep your comments and your questions coming through. Yeah, whilst you're waiting for fan cams, join me live. 1 second, bear with me. Keep your comments coming in. This is AdamMcKola TV, the live reaction. Sorry, I'm not outside the John Smith Stadium. It was pissing down with rain. But I did speak to Kirk from Corrie. Spoke to Dennis Law as well. We spoke to Binzi today, Abdullah. I did my my review, pitch side. So we've got all that content coming up. It's very soon. So check that out. Let me just tweet this link now, because I can't even feel my fingers. There we are. There we have it. So, how are you guys doing after that, man? I'm gutted, I am. Absolutely gutted. And Manchester City won today as well. So, we're now like 5 points behind them, is it? After this week, after dropping 5 points in a week. Look, it doesn't take anything away from the fact that we made a very good start to the season. But this week hasn't been good enough now. We've got an awful lot of injuries, granted. We've got an awful lot of injuries are a big problem, but it's been the performances, man. It's not, you can't just blame injuries. You can't just blame, you can't blame injuries alone. You've got to be able to look at the manager, look at the team that we had out there today, and that was good enough. That team was good enough today. It was good enough to get a result, and we just didn't. And there lies the problem. We failed to go out and beat a Huddersfield side. Now, this Huddersfield side haven't scored since September, haven't won since August. Like, just let that settle in. Let that settle in. They haven't won or scored in that long, and we've just lost against them. Now, Ahmed says Mourinho's PSG chat turned the players off. Now, I've got to say, I think he was ridiculous for coming out with that stuff. Not the right time or the right place. And to come out and say those kind of things just didn't make sense at all. Didn't make sense at all. And that was really frustrating now. Whether there's something in it, I'm not too sure. But, oh, man, come on, Jose. Really? You don't need to come out saying that when we're right where we are at the moment. But that's not an excuse for the performance, is it? But is it a sign that Jose is maybe beginning to implode, the thing that we've feared so much? Is it a sign of that, or are we looking too much into it? And has it just been a bad week for us? Because it has been a bad week for us, we know that. But yeah, I'm so sad, guys, and I'm soaked as well. My jeans are wet through, my legs are wet, everything's wet, man, and it's just horrible. Welcome to fucking Huddersfield. Wish I wasn't here. I really do wish I wasn't here. Valencia not good enough. We need proper fullbacks. It's depressing, says Unknown. Tottenham next week, says Munraj. So a big chance for Manchester United to bounce back next week against Tottenham at home. We've obviously got Swansea in the middle. I thought Victor Lindelof had a dreadful day today. And when he walked out of the stadium, he kind of just walked down with his hood up and his face down. And you could tell he was disappointed with that. But a lot of question marks are going to come now over Victor Lindelof's quality and form and ability to do it at Manchester United. Now, we've had a lot of players that haven't performed great to start off with, but then have gone on to do things and do better. And of course, I'm not going to write Victor Lindelof off yet, but his start hasn't been great for Manchester United, and we need to get him up to track and up to the run of things. But he doesn't look the best at the moment. He looks like one of those players that may not cut it at Manchester United, which is unfortunate. Hellfire Security says Twanzebe should play as he's more reliable than Victor Lindelof, which isn't a bad statement to make. And overall, man, it's just the manner of that defeat today. I don't mind if you lose in seasons because you're going to lose games. It's the manner of the defeat, and the defeat wasn't good enough. Defensive mistakes left, right and centre. Sloppy passing, sloppy attacking. The goal was fantastic, but look at Romelu Lukaku, yeah? The man has been so isolated for the whole week against Liverpool, against Benfica. Today, the man has just been isolated up top. We need to find him with the ball. We need to give him possession. Now, Shaza Kelly says too many people negative towards Herrera. These same people were last season saying, oh, give Herrera the armband, and now all of a sudden they don't like him. They're talking absolute wet. Ander Herrera's been playing in a midfield too, and he's been expected to replace Paul Pogba. He's never going to be on Paul Pogba's level. He's someone that can complement Pogba. He's not a replacement for Pogba, but nevertheless, he should be performing better. But to complain and put the whole blame on Ander Herrera isn't right at all. Or Jesse Lingard. I've seen Jesse getting a lot of stick today. Now, you might not like him, but, oh, we lost because Jesse played. That is absolute bollocks, mate. Absolute bollocks. The only players that did perform today were Matic and Rashford, to be fair. I thought Matic, very good. I thought Rashford looked good when he come on and took his goal fantastically well. And I thought Romelu Lukaku did well as I set up the goal. But we didn't create enough chances today. And it was just very poor now. The start to the season has been good. Everything has been good apart from this week. And we need to bounce back from this week because it has not been good enough. Herrera's post-match interview was really frank and honest. He should have been captain. I think it's not his confidence not being picked at the start of the season. There's also rumours about his future as well. Is he going to go to Barcelona? Is he going to stay? Is he going to sign a contract, etc., etc.? Because he's in negotiations for a new contract at the moment. So that's obviously a little bit worrying as well, that he hasn't signed that contract yet. Juan Mata's contract expires at the end of this season too. Marouane Fellaini's, I think, does as well. Angelo says, why is Lingard always the scapegoat? It's always the way, mate. It's always the way. Blame the players that, probably don't deserve it. We used to see the same with Evans, Dimitar, Berbatov. Some players just always get the blame, and unfortunately Jesse Lingard is one of those. Martial didn't seem to be asked. How do you work that out? Really, can you read people's minds? Do you know what they're saying? Do you? Because I don't get it. They are all accountable. Can't blame one or two people. It's a team sport after all. Who needs to take most of the blame? Is it the manager or the players? What do you guys think about that? Who should take most of the blame for this performance and result today? Because it obviously wasn't good enough. We need to play two up top, says the Bilgi. Excuse me, by the way. Keep your comments coming in, and keep subscribing, liking, and commenting, sharing on AdamMcKola TV on what has been a very, very disappointing day today at the John Smith Stadium in Huddersfield. Our first trip to Huddersfield in over 40 years. I managed to speak to Dennis Law, who scored on our last trip to Huddersfield in a 3-0 win. And that will be up on Full Time Devils very soon, as will be my review, as will the fan cams and all that stuff. So make sure you're checking all that out. In regards to the question, who deserves more blame, the players or the manager? Peter Holmes says both. Universal Peace says manager. and Rashford up front or Martial, they are not wingers, says Roy. Does it help that neither Rashford or Martial start consecutive games? That isn't going to help as well. Raj, they're going to be in and out of form and consistency and stuff. So, you know, both, there was no desire and no understandable tactics, says Raf. So it seems like today has been a bad day overall. But as always here on youtube.com/AdamMcKola, I'm going to try and bring a little positivity out of it. Now, after the Anfield game where we underperformed, we got away with it and we got a result. After the Benfica game where we underperformed, we got out of Lisbon with 3 points. But today we've been punished. And maybe being punished is going to be the kick up the arse that we needed. Maybe being punished can push this team on to realise that, hold on, wake the fuck up here. We've dropped 5 points this week. Let's get back to winning ways. Let's beat Swansea, beat Tottenham, and then bring that good feeling back to Manchester United, because it takes one game to turn it around again. One game. Just like that Anfield game kind of turned everyone feeling negative. It takes one game to turn everyone back into the positive direction again. So let's hope that that's coming this week. We've got Swansea away in the Cup, and then we've got a league game against Spurs. And that's a game that we can win. And that if we do win, it will be a huge, huge boost to Manchester United. So guys, that's my little bit of positivity to end it all. Go and check out Full Time Devils. JJ out, I know. I haven't been positive for the whole video, mate. I have been moaning as well. And it seems like you've just come in and caught the end of my positivity. It hasn't been great today. It's been awful today. And the players and the manager both need to take the blame. And we need to bounce back from this very, very quickly. Anyway, guys, it's been awful today. I've been AdamMcKola. Like, comment and share. Wait for the fan cams. They'll be with you very, very soon. And for now, guys, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm still soaked. I'm out of here.